You know something? Spending time with my little sister during her birthday. We actually celebrating a little bit earlier because her birthday is Tuesday here, but that's besides the point here. You know something? Spending my little sister's birthday and going out at Bayside in my hometown is actually a well spent invested time, well invested, rather than wasting 7 hours of an overkill pay-per-view. I mean SummerSlam or Summer Scam, because that's the best thing that I describe it here. And you know something? I made that right choice here because let's be honest. With the exception of a few matches here that you've seen there, most of the card overall, it's just a snooze fest. A complete waste of time when you kind of think about it. I mean, again, with some certain matches that are really good, but to the other matches overall, it's just crap. And I'm glad I didn't waste my time there, especially with a total letdown in terms of the double main event as we seen there in the promotional poster. And I think it kind of speaks for itself. Let's get this thing going. Alright, now, I'm going to be very quick on this because this is a quick video because, you know, there's not much to say here on this pay-per-view here, to be honest, with some exceptional parts that I wanted to talk about right now. Now, that being said here, SummerSlam. What a complete snooze fest in Brooklyn, New York. Because from what I hear, most of the fans here, like, basically the crowd was silent as a church mouse. And I know why, because most of the matches here are boring, including the pre-show as well. That was boring too. Now, don't get me wrong, I heard like there was many good matches here. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz, Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler, and even AJ Styles Samoa Joe, which I always love. Heck, I'll admit, even the SmackDown Women's title match here at the end, Becky Lynch turned heel, which is freaking awesome, by the way, not gonna lie. But as you take a look at the poster here, as you can see here, those were the last two matches that end the show. Just look at it. Think about that. Let that sink in. I mean, think about it. These were the last two matches that ended the show. Two Raw Brand Championship title matches that lasted in a short period of time. Yeah, let's take a look. As you can see here, the first three matches are the pre-show matches here. And what's really sad about it is that most of them right here, like, there are amazing talent. Many great, amazing talent that's coming out of NXT. And now they're being coasted on a freaking pre-show, which is messed up. Now we move on here. You can see 22 minutes between Rollins versus Ziggler for the Intercontinental title, which is a good one, by the way. The New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Of course, the New Day has to win, obviously. The shortest match here possible, Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. Strowman had to win that, obviously. There's no way he was going to give up the Money in the Bank briefcase here. Charlotte Flair defeated Carmella versus Becky Lynch, obviously. And what's notable about this is that Becky Lynch turned heel, from what I heard. And what's interesting to note out is that it's lasted 15 minutes and 15 seconds. 15 when you think about it. Now, moving on. Samoa Joe defeated AJ Styles via disqualification. That right there should have been the main event to end the show. The Miz versus Daniel Bryan. Some good storytelling. Some good build-up. I'm hoping they build this rivalry here in the long run. Hopefully at WrestleMania. And it got a good chunk amount of 23 minutes and 30 seconds, which is good. Finn Balor defeated Baron Corbin for a measly 1 minute and 35 seconds. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Jeff Hardy in about 11 minutes. And look at the last two matches that you already seen here at the banner, the promotional poster that we've seen here. These matches here, they lasted a little bit short because, hey, reasons. Ronda Rousey defeated Alexa Bliss via submission for a measly 4 minutes. Hey, we had to take the belt from Alexa Bliss, thank God here. I just wanted to be done with it. And then Roman Reigns defeated Brock Lesnar in only 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Both of these matches combined is about 10 minutes and 10 freaking seconds. Wow, that was a bit of a letdown. Like, seriously, like, these matches, the last two matches that had to end the freaking show, this is like 1 star at best material. 1 freaking stars that Dave Meltzer is going to give it to them. 15 matches, actually 12 if you take away the pre-show matches here. 12 freaking matches with only 3, or I say like 4 that are worth the damn, that are entertaining to watch here, which AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, again, should have been the main event in the first place. Instead, we just get matches that just lasted a little bit shorter, and all we get is a disappointment. Now, let me put this in perspective. Last night, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, do you know how many matches that they have in that card? 5. And it started in 7 o'clock. And then it ended in 9:45 p.m. That's basically 2.5 hours of an amazing show that NXT delivered. I didn't want it to end it so early. I wanted more. Just like the people in Brooklyn. Just like the fans like us that wanted good wrestling. That good wrestling that doesn't insult our intelligence. And boy, Triple H and crew have delivered. Meanwhile, SummerSlam, on the other hand, most of the matches here that I mentioned before, AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe, Ziggler versus Rollins, The Miz versus Daniel Bryan, Charlotte Flair versus Carmella and Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's title, many of these good matches, they make up for it. But overall, most of the matches here, if you take away the pre-show, it's just a disappointment, to be honest with you. Again, most of the matches that I mentioned are good, but the rest of the other matches, they just feel like they're filler at best and just mediocre at worst. They say that SummerSlam is the hottest party of the summer. Well, I'm sorry, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn must have taken that title away from you, so... Anyway, give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, and definitely subscribe. This is HDX signing out. Have a good one. You know something? I'm going to watch NXT TakeOver Brooklyn again, just for the hell of it.